Get on my head. 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 Get on my head.
Yeah. Y'all, let's get straight to it. Look, y'all got bear with us. We already know that maybe the beginning of the episode has been a little rocky. But like we say, you gotta be true, you gotta be real, man. Today was our first day getting stood up. We were supposed to have a guest. We're not gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be respectful, because anything could have happened. At the end of the day, we hope that, you know what I'm saying, he's okay and everything's good.
Yes.
But in the meantime, we've been a little stagnant. He had requested, about a Don Julio Reposado, so, my dog don't even drink tequila. Dani drank that gin, man.
Yeah, I'm a gin woman.
Come on, man, give me the cup.
Give my
She drank that gin, and
right now.
and she say, man, if he don't show up, only if he don't show up, I drink the bottle.
Only.
Because I drink tequila.
So just know, y'all.
Perspective, specific.
Just know I was praying him. I was praying the man showed up.
Just so she wouldn't have to drink it.
So I don't have to drink this shit.
We ain't gonna drink all of it though. The rest of it we gonna leave it for the shop to drink,
Yeah.
Our customers.
Y'all come drink the rest of this shit.
But basically, we're getting
I need to change
creating your own lane. One thing we have to say is, don't think because we're saying creating your own lane, don't take anything the wrong way, because although there's so many opportunities out there, so many things you can do, just by starting off and letting the chair be your foundation to explore so many other things and make money, way beyond just standing behind your chair. Know that it is okay if you want to just be that barber that works and cut. If that's all you want to do, if you don't want to be at the shows, if you don't want to go to the shows, if you don't want to be on stage, if you don't want to, be whatever, anything may be. If you, because if you standing behind that shit, don't think you can't make no money, because you still can. You can be back there and making that money. You can cut hair till the day you die. That is okay. That's cool. I'm gonna cut hair till the day I die, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do a lot. It ain't gonna just be that. You know what I'm saying. I'll be cutting way less. That's just how I imagine my life. You know what I'm saying. But still, I think I still, regardless of like, I can picture myself old. Everything. Of course, I got a big ass house. You know what I'm saying? Got some horses and shit, some ATVs. You know what I'm saying? Land, but I'm gonna have me a little barbershop, bro. I'm gonna have me a little barbershop at the crib for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to stop cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? I pray that the Lord bless me to be able to do it for the rest of my life.
That's one of my prayers every day. Is before I even come into the shop, I do my little meditation, my little prayer. And that's one of my biggest prayers is God, not only let my skills and my gift glorify you,
right,
but please allow me to be able to do this. Let my fingers and my, my wrists and everything else.
My hands, let them keep working. Let them keep providing.
Let nothing happen. Like, I'm very careful and meticulous about what I do and what I do not do. If it involves me being able to hurt these hands, I don't do it.
That's why you was with that when I brought up that boxing list.
Man, that I was just like, Trill, man, I don't know, man, I might hurt myself. You know what I'm saying? If there's any inkling that I might hurt my hands and I can't cut,
be careful about it.
I don't want to do it, because I can't cut with my left hand like I can. I can do a little bit with my left, but I can't do what I can do with my left, what I can do with my right.
Yeah.
But like you said, creating our foundation, and if you want to be that 9 to 5 or that 6 to 6 or that 7 to 7, whatever time you come in, whatever time you leave, if you want to be that barber, you can make money. And I'm a testament to that. Like I said, I've been in the game for 14 years, and that's what I've done.
Yeah.
I've stood behind that chair and I've made my money, and I've solely cut hair. You know what I'm saying? That's been
That's
my bread.
it.
And
Like
that's been my butter.
ain't no other job, ain't no
That's
like
been my,
nothing is going on.
Of
but
course, I have my hustles.
Yeah.
But a hustle just puts extra money in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's been my bread and my butter. I've been able to sustain and take care of myself as a grown woman.
Right. Just don't stop cutting hair.
Yeah.
You had the other side stuff. But the main thing is being behind that chair.
That's taking care of me, and it's taking care of me in more ways than financially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kept me out of trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kept me with a sane mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kept me ambitious. I'm looking at that picture over there saying ambition.
Yeah.
It's kept me ambitious. You know what I'm saying? Barbering has saved my life, literally.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say that, man.
Oh, for sure. It's saved, and we're gonna tap into that probably some other time. But that's you can be that. You can be that. You know what I'm saying? But like she also said, you can also do so much more. There's so much more behind the chair than standing behind the chair. It's so much more. And I'm learning that now, and I love that I was able to let go of where I was at and be able to put myself in a position to be able to learn more.
Yeah.
And to be able to see the opportunities. That was just listening to God, because like we said earlier, in those other episodes, in the first episode, how we met was God sent. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for that, like I would never be in a position that I am now, as far as being able to experience the things we done went to Africa.
Right.
Man, we done went to Washington. Right. We done went to, I say Arkansas, but it's Arkansas. They say, but I call it Arkansas. We done went to Little Rock. You know what I'm saying? And we went to so many places supporting different shows and barbers and events, and it's a beautiful thing, man, that people are reaching out and thinking of little old people like us. And really you, and you thinking of me to extend the invitation and say, hey man, I want you to experience this. I know what it's like to come from a small town and not see none of this. I want you to see it for yourself, so you can see, you know what I'm saying, whatever lane, whatever lane that you do want to create for yourself, you can do that because you've seen the different avenues that you can go down.
But the main thing though is not to cut you off. The main thing though is to be exposed to it. Because if you're not I wanted to expose you to it because like you say, I know what it's like to come from a small town where you're not exposed to these things. And when I got exposed to it, like I said earlier, man, I was just mind blown.
Yeah, and it's the same for me.
It's amazing. So,
it's the same for me because like some of the stuff, even from the rank-a-dank to the top, it's been an experience all around. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I can't say that I've done a competition once before COVID happened.
I don't do no competing.
But I can't say that that's my niche. You know what I'm saying? I love to watch other people in their zone and do their thing. That's a beautiful thing to me.
Right. So if you do it, keep doing it. Like it is amazing to sit back.
Yeah, but eventually, I feel like eventually, when you go to so many different things and see so many different shows and so many different events and things that people can do, you'll eventually find your way and figure out, something like you said, you had that aha moment, it'll happen for you.
Even if you are a competitor that want to do the battles, you got to be exposed to it first. You know what I'm saying? So every part about, the show is exposing to it, to the battles, to the showcases, to the awards, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you don't know it exists until you see it.
Yeah, because I didn't even, when we went to the award at Clutch, shout out to Clutch.
Oh yeah, Clutch.
Miss B, man, we appreciate you for always coming through and supplying us with the best barber equipment, supplies, for the best prices.
Everything.
And you pull up, man, and you always show love, so we appreciate you. And we just wanted to show love to you.
Miss B.
Yeah, for sure. But, and that's another thing, her putting on that experience, like having an award show for barbers, period, that is wild. But the fact that that's even happening, that's even crazier. And like you said, if you don't know, if you don't go, you don't know. And so, you know what I'm saying, like, even if we wanted to throw some type of event like that for ourselves, like, we wouldn't know it existed if we didn't go to it for ourselves. So it's a beautiful thing, seeing, like, I love being there and being able to witness, you know what I'm saying, you doing, people giving you your flowers while you still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Miss B thing, that was real deep to me, man.
Oh yeah.
So for everybody that, if you don't know Miss B, man, Miss Basilia, she owns Clutch Barber Supply. And every year she just hand selectively pick these barbers. And she awarded them as Clutch Master Barbers.
Yeah.
And this year I have the honor of being one 2023, and she put on this beautiful ceremony for us. It didn't even look like a store, just nice, elegant ass, beautiful.
You wouldn't even know it was a barber supply store.
For real, man. It was top tier.
Hands down, 10 out of 10.
And it had dinner. It had some drinks, and you know what I'm saying, had the podium and everything, and she gave these awards, and for each person that she had, I want to say it's maybe like 10 of us. For each person, she got up there and she told, you know what I'm saying, a heartfelt, straight from the bottom, like, this is real, this is what it is, this is why you're here, this is how I feel about you, and I know there's so many other people out there that feel this way about you, so I have to let you know that, man. And it was a beautiful experience. I cried like a baby.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Indeed, for real. But the crazy part about it is, man, it was me and another female, and the rest of the people was guys, and there was a lot of them. And let me just say, I was not the only one that cried, and that's the most beautiful thing to me, man, is that I can feel like I feel as though barbering just didn't save my life, but it saved so many others.
Yes.
And that's the beautiful thing about it, man.
Who did it?
Cause like I say, everybody got a story.
Man, do that.
So to be able to be in a career or in a field, in a moment that even men can just be vulnerable in acceptance of someone showing them love, showing them gratitude, like. Yeah, it was a beautiful moment, man. So shout out to Clutch Barber Supply. It was dope.
Yeah, man,
it really was.
That was the greatest thing. We got all spiffy.
Oh yeah,
we was looking good. We was smelling good.
Yeah, and you know I go overboard because one thing my wife taught me this, man. One thing, especially coming from where I come from, a place like where we come from, man. It is important, people out there. It is important to celebrate your moments, man. So it don't matter what it is, like. It could be any little thing, and you know we pop up, go eat nice and shit, be taking toast, and you know she be saying congratulations. Shit, I'm like, what?
You gotta celebrate the small
celebrate it all, the small, the big, every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Because you worked hard for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the fact that I do that in my personal time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Celebrate those moments.
Yeah.
If it be a moment like that, and you about to call me up on the stage or anything like that, I'm getting spliffy.
Yeah, and it about to
look
I'm
good.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to look good. I'm gonna get dressed like it's the Grammys every fucking time. I don't give a damn. You don't know where I come from, dog.
All you gotta do is invite me. I'm finna get dressed out. You know I'm finna send you that text right quick, Trill. What the dress code is.
Yeah. They get dressed.
And as soon as she let me know, you know, all I need to know, give me the go ahead. Cause like we was talking about, what episode was that? Episode 1? Where we was talking about, you know, you was like, Dani said she wanted to
the
wear
3-piece?
Yeah,
that was with Mr. Lowe.
Oh, that was episode 2. So that was episode 2, you guys, with Mr. Lowe.
Y'all gotta watch that episode 2.
Look for the man with the beard and the red shirt.
Yeah,
Mr. Lowe.
barber school versus obtaining your license through an apprenticeship. Y'all gotta check that one out.
Yeah. So that she had brought that up. But that's real money though.
You know what I'm saying? Like walking the shop and they deck down. Oh,
man, you ain't got to do nothing but invite me. Nigga, if I got to go on the internet, on the Google and buy me something. Well, I'm about to come in that thing stepping. But that's like you said, where we come from. Mama always taught me, I don't care if we come from nothing. You better come out this house like we come from something.
Right.
When you step out this house, you represent everything. Well, I don't care, you know, cause we grown now, so you know your household different. You with your sisters and your brothers, or you with your wife, you know, you with your friends, or you be roommate, you with your whatever. But you represent home when you step out there, so you best to step. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. Anytime me and Trill going to any event, anything, you know what I'm saying? Outside of the shop, y'all see us in these dicky shirts and we be looking good, you know what I'm saying? But outside of this, If you know,
gotta get dressed.
we clean up real nice.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying the good part about it is, man, with this barber, you can dress. Man, look, I'm good in any room.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I can go sit down and have whatever kind of meeting
that's
you wanna
crazy.
have.
That's crazy because that also, that's a wrap. That's a tie into this episode is when you talking about creating your own lane. For me, I've always had locks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not always. At one point, I did have haircuts.
Yeah.
But for a lot of my career, I've had locks. And especially now that I have freeform locks, it's very different. It's very different in how I present myself.
Oh yeah.
I'm a lot more cautious of how I smell. I ain't never been no stinking ass nigga. I didn't want to put that out there.
Right. We ain't talking about that type of smell.
I'm more cautious of because if you know, you know.
Right.
If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you know. So I'm a lot more cautious of how I smell. I'm a lot more cautious of how I dress. Even if I'm dressed down, like I'm dressed down, but I'm dressed down.
Yeah.
But if I gotta dress up, you know what I'm saying?
I can do that.
I can do that too, but I'm just a lot more cautious of how I present myself to society just because of the lane I chose to go down.
Right.
And I understand the stereotypes that come with it. So it's a bargaining chip. You give a little, you get a little. You give a little, you get a little. I'm just learning what that lane is for me and how to ride. Not even what the lane is. I know what my lane is, but how to ride my lane. Because sometimes, you might, especially if you live in Texas, it's some bumps in the road. It's some bumps in the road. And, sometimes you ain't got all the money to fix your suspension. God dang it. You ain't got it all. But you keep moving. You learn how to ride those bumps. You learn how to coast through all that. And so that's what I'm learning is, how to stay authentic to myself.
Right.
And still, be professional. And we was talking about that in episode 2 as well.
Yeah.
How to be professional. You can still be who you want to be.
Right.
But it's also a way, it's a way to do everything. That my mama said that too. It's always a way to do everything.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
It's how you do it. And it ain't what you say, it's who's listening. That goes to people who cuss a lot, 'cause I know I cuss a lot. And so I just want to say this to anybody. Yes, you can cuss a lot, but make sure your vocabulary and your knowledge goes way beyond that. Because like I just said, it's not what you say, it's who's listening. And sometimes even though we're sitting here speaking, we're by ourselves, of course, but if we were in a shop having a conversation, it's not necessarily what I'm saying to you. It's the person that's sitting in the chair over here that's listening to the conversation, or the person that's walking by that heard, that little tidbit of what you said, and they interpret it however
they wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it all depends on what they was going through at the time.
Exactly, and their perception of things. So, and that's something somebody taught me in my very first barber shop. The owner of the shop, big ups, big respect to Jackie for the things that she taught me, because I came in the game young, so she was a big mentor for me. But that was one thing, because believe it or not, I used to curse worse than I curse now. But she that's how that helped me and she said that to me, is that it's not about what you're saying and who you're speaking to. It's about the people around you that are listening, because you never know who it is that's listening and what they have to offer you. You can be missing out.
Same as learning from somebody. You gotta learn from the right ear. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So when you speaking, you gotta be speaking to the right people.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what I'm saying? You just want the shit to sound good. Learn how to have the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? If you can. But even though it's a gift, learn how to speak, learn how to stand in certain rooms.
Yeah.
Be who you are. But when those doors open for you, you better know how to be.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared to walk in.
Exactly. You and that's that work that you gotta put in. While you are going through those bumps in the road. Learning, how to control your mental, how to control your emotions, how to control, everything about who you are and who you're choosing to be when you are choosing your lane is learning how to control that person that is in that lane. So like you said, when the door's open, you know how to stay in that motherfucker. You know how to dress, you know how to smell, you know how to talk, you know how to listen, you know what I'm saying? You know who to stand next to.
Right.
You know, all that shit is important. And you don't get that by just doing nothing or not listening or not being a student. Like we said in episode 2, you know, always be a student. It don't matter how long
it don't matter what game you in.
Yep.
You have to be a student to it to learn. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn it to be up in it.
Yep.
So man, like I say, when we go VIP tickets, we need to go to all the classes. We need early access to the exhibit flow. You know what I'm saying?
Because I need what I need.
It ain't no. I don't need to take no classes, man. There's a show going on. I'm about to spend my money to go out there. I'm gonna have to get a room. I'm gonna have to get a flight. I'm gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going all in. We gonna. Well, I'm gonna go
and
just
I'm gonna come back with
to spend my money.
I'm gonna come back with something I can either use or apply right here, right now. Because even when you do the extended learning classes here at the Barber Cave, I can immediately apply the shit that I learned.
Right.
Immediately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like my price tag goes up. You know what I'm saying? Every time we learn something, my price tag goes up.
It ain't no reason to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the good thing about it. Like with these classes, rather, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing them in the shop. All these classes that, you know, we go to, whatever, you gonna learn something. And then, you know what I'm saying, you can go back and
it's
to
like
work the next day and start doing this. So you can leave with something.
Building your ticket, man.
Yeah, build your ticket. Get that money.
At the end of the day, like she said, you can't just cut hair only no more. It ain't about who got the best fade. It's about what can you offer that this next person. How do you set yourself apart from the next individual? Right. How do you make yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like we keep saying changing your lane, but how do you find your lane? How do you become authentic to self? You do that by exactly everything that we're saying. You know what I'm saying? You do that by applying everything that you hear. You do that by going to the classes.
By learning.
You do that by keep being a student. You do that by, you know what I'm saying, making sure that you're connecting with the right people and making sure that if you're not asking the questions, making sure that you're looking, you know what I'm saying, and you're soaking that shit up like a sponge.
But knowing that you gotta put the work in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta wake up and come into work. You gotta
do it.
At some point in your career, you should be able to say that I was the first one in this bitch and I was the last one to leave. And if at no point you can say that, this ain't, I'm gonna hold it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't for you if you can't put your being into it. That you know what I'm saying? That whole half-ass shit,
it just don't work, man.
It don't work, man. That's disrespectful as all get out. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that's in this thing, they put a lot into it. A lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of blood. Literally, you know, cutting yourself with the razors and the scissors. So a lot of blood, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of everything, a lot of brain power, a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's sacrifice, man. It's a lot. We put our bodies through a lot. You know what I'm saying? We put everything into it that we have. Our physical being, our mental being, our spirit.
And that's why things pay off the way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So don't never look at the next man, count the next man's pocket, because you don't know what comes with them pockets.
What you put into it is what you get out of it. But you create your own lane with it.
And everything happens
remain a student. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I always tell them, man, you gotta believe. I don't care what kind of God you got,
whatever you serve.
Whatever it is you serve, you better believe in them.
Man, and you better believe in the whole stand 10 toes
on that
shit.
Yeah.
Stand 10 toes. So at the end of it all, how would you describe? I won't even say how would you describe. What would you say to the up and coming, the youngsters that are coming into the game? What would you say to them about changing their lane? How can they quickly identify what's for them, what's not, or who they are in this game?
Study. study different barbers, study different services, find the one that you're interested in, and study that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you trying to do, man, find it and focus just on that.
Yeah.
And then master that. I feel like at least you close to that, to mastering it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you want to do something else, do the same with that. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to stand behind the chair and cut, do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tap into, I'm just gonna go down my line. If you want to tap into the shows, tap into the shows. After that, I want to tap into like man weave and stuff. Tap into that. You know what I'm saying? After that, tap into the S&P. Tap into that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you want to tap into facials and the massages, tap into that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you want to do, man, just find it. But be able to, wherever you are, man, if you haven't, or if you have, keep doing it. Because every different city and town and stuff, even countries, that's the best thing about barbering. You know, like we were just talking about, we've been blessed to be able to travel to different countries, man. This shit is crazy.
Over the world,
you know what I'm saying? That shows out there is different from the shows in America.
Man.
Like, so you can go so far with it, but you have to be exposed to that stuff. So try to get exposed to as much as you can within your field and pick what you want. Pick what you want to do. And help, but once you pick it, you gotta hone into it. Like you were saying just now, you have to do the work, regardless of what the work requires. Whatever it requires, you gotta put the work into it, man. But remain a student.
Yeah.
And I promise you, it's gonna work out, man. We where we at. You know what I'm saying? And I already know God ain't gonna do nothing but keep on, man.
Keep blessing.
Ain't gonna do nothing but get better. So yeah.
For me, I would definitely say put respect on it. Whatever you do, put respect on it and put respect on yourself.
Right.
Make sure you put respect on yourself first. So whatever rules you come up with, whatever prices you come up with,
gotta be disciplined.
Whatever it is, and that she said that word for real, discipline. I'm heavy on discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you choose to do, hold that promise to yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself at a high standard. Respect yourself first. And once you do that, everything else falls into line. Because, you know, once you hold yourself to a certain standard, you hold everybody else behind that to a certain standard. So that's what I would say about once you find the lane that you know, because Trill said a lot when she said what she said, and that's on period. So she said a lot when she said that. So all I can say is put respect on it. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you stand 10 toes on it. Don't never let nobody come rock you. You know what I'm saying? So when you're coming into the game, you know what I'm saying? I love how these new barbers have confidence, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild. Some of y'all a little cocky, you know what I'm saying? Because your skills don't match your confidence.
Oh, yeah, you got to remain
but your skills can always grow. You know what I'm saying? You know, just don't never be too above where you at. Stay humble within that confidence. You know what I'm saying? But stand on that shit. And it might sound wild and crazy.
Don't lose yourself, no. You know what I'm saying?
It might sound wild and crazy now because you're in the thick of it, you're in the beginning of it. But trust me when I say we all been through it.
Right.
You know, within the first couple of years of your career, it's very rocky. You know, even up to 5 years, it can be very rocky. You know what I'm saying? Or like Trill is sitting here as a testament, it can be a blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it can go so many different ways. But make sure you stand on that shit and you stand tough for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You stand 10 toes and you hold on to whatever your journey brings, because whatever it brings is so much more beautiful on the other side. So that's what I can say about changing your lane is whatever you find your lane to be is to hold steady in it and sit in that shit like a rock.
Give it your all.
And enjoy every moment of the process, because you know what I'm saying, when you get to the other side of the process, you know what I'm saying, or to the next level of the process, guess what? You can sit back in hindsight and be like, yo, I remember when wham. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is so beautiful. So you know what I'm saying? Just find the beauty in every step of your process, because it creates the bigger picture that you're seeing in your head.
Man, I hope y'all have been tuning in. By the time y'all listen to this one, I hope y'all have been tuning in, man, to the Barber Cave Sit Down. We done dropped some good episodes.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just a platform that we're building for us to have conversations that we can't have in the shop.
Yeah.
You know, some we can, some we can't. But even if we in the shop, we at work.
Yeah.
So now it's our time to wind down and chill. Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't working, we just chilling, having a drink. You know what I'm saying? Cooling.
Yeah.
Sometimes we gonna have guests, get their input on some stuff. We just cooling and chilling, man, and having these conversations, getting it up off, dropping the jewels, dropping the gems.
Yeah.
For a listening ear, whoever's listening. Who's ever listening, man, whoever listening,
and you know,
whoever watching.
I gotta say this. You know what's crazy is I was cutting somebody here on Sunday. Yesterday. I was cutting somebody here yesterday. I'm gonna just go ahead and say shout out to Blake because I was cutting his nigga hair and he was just like, "How the podcast going?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, "It's going good. What you mean?" And he was just like, "Nigga, is you talking?" And it's just funny to me that everybody keeps saying that because for shit sure everybody thought I was a mute. And it was another client a few days before that was just like, "Man, you didn't start talking to me till like I was coming here like for a year. I was seeing you and you didn't say shit to me till we came to the new shop." You know, so it's funny that everybody keeps saying like and even you too, people ask me, trust me, people ask me like I'm like the information post when you gone. People ask me questions. But they're like, "Trill talking too?" And I'm just like, "Yeah," nigga, like we having a whole lot of conversations.
For real.
Like
a lot of my clients ask me about it, and I keep telling them, man, on the night we dropping. But a lot of my clients ask me about it. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? We might be when we working.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I had an experience like that too. Somebody told me like, you know, I been got my hair cut from you for, you know what I'm saying? I think it was like 3 months or something at the time. You know, the only thing I ever heard was, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, you don't really talk, whatever. You shy or what? I was like, you know, I don't know. But that's the crazy part, you know. Being a barber has definitely opened me up to talk and stuff more, and that's why I believe this podcast is something even more special because just because people don't talk as much or, you know, when we working, we don't really go. You know, I have conversations with my clients. I don't want nobody to think we just muting them up or something. Because I have deep conversations, man. At the end of the day, we still, you know, people barbers, we still people friends, we're still people preachers, we're still people therapists, we're still people listening ear, we're still, you know, we still alive. You know what I'm saying? So we be quiet, but still, we talk. But this is our time to where we can sit down and not be cutting and really dig deep into conversation. So it make the podcast even special, even more special. I was gonna say. Cause everybody, you know, the $1 million question always have been, how did we meet or how did we get so close? And I had to tap into it, man, cause the day the 3rd, on the 1st, was our girl, my dog, Carrie Booker. She's my barber, man. Let me tell y'all, look.
Love. Big ups.
The night that Carrie passed. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I was at the hospital. The first day, I was at a girl called me. I was at the hospital. You know, all that night, and then you know, I went into the next day. She hadn't had emergency brain surgery and everything, but it went into the next day. And the next day, you know, it's just getting realer and realer. You know what I'm saying? I kind of already had a mind frame of knowing what this stuff means, but me and Carrie, the way we talk to each other and the way I just knew her strength, her ambition, her motivation, everything. You know, I never looked at her as not being here or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew she had the strength of a motherfucking lion. So, but I'm at the hospital, and at this point, I'm like, man, I just gotta tell somebody, because at this point, don't nobody know what the hell is going on except me and her girlfriend. And I hit up Dani, y'all. And I told Dani, like, man, Carrie, we've been at the hospital all night. You know, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. I think at that point, I don't know if it had got, you know what I'm saying, to the point where she was gone or not, but at the end of the day, Dani came, and not to just put your business out there, dog, but at the time, Dani, we all got our story. At the time, Dani had just wrecked her car. She didn't even have a vehicle at the time. She got to the hospital, and she literally stayed to the hospital with me until we released Carrie to the funeral home, man. And it was just her birthday. She died for New Year's. And it was just her 40th birthday, July 1st. It's her birthday. It was just her 40th. So happy birthday to Carrie Booker, the originator, the creator of a movement that is way bigger than her, me, you, bigger than female barbers and every barber. She's my barber, man. Yeah, so this right here is for She's My Barber, She's My Barber Battle. Carrie Booker, my dog, man. We love you, we miss you. Happy 40th birthday.
Man, big ups.
And with that right there, we're gonna catch y'all next week, man. The Barber Cave Sit Down. We hope y'all learned something.
Yes.
We hope y'all stay tuning in. Make sure to tell somebody.
Until next time, son, tap in, tell your cousin, your mama, your sister, your brother, your best friend, the little baby, all that good stuff. The man at the stove, all that good stuff, man. Tell everybody about it because guess what? We're gonna be back next week again with another one.
The Barber Cave Sit Down.
The Barber Cave Sit Down,
follow
man.
Us on Instagram, Barber Cave _Sit Down, and y'all already know, man. YouTube, Barber Cave Sit Down. Everywhere you can find us at, we there, man. Just put it in the search bar. You gonna see us Trill, Lady Barber, Dani the Southern Barber. You already know what it is. You heard?